Hi guys. Happy Thursday night. Most of you guys don't know me. I'll do a little but first, if you guys are here, say hi below, and if you're on replay, say hi below too. I am so freaking excited to be here. It's not even funny. When Tinley reached out to me, actually Tinley wasn't the only person that reached out to me about this training. Riley did and Mendy did too. And so I am humbled to be asked to talk to you guys about sales. And I'm not going to call this a training because I am by no means a frickin' trainer. I'm not. I'm just me and I just do me. And so, hey Vicky. So what I hope tonight, and I have no idea how long this is going to go because I don't know. I prepped for this within the last hour because that's another thing I do is just go with it. But I'm so excited to talk to you guys about sales. So let's talk about me for a second, and then I want to hear about you guys. So one thing, and that's key, guys, to sales is really, really engage your audience. So my name's Dana. I've been a Zyia rep for a year and 7 months. What up, Tinley? Bone. I used to call her Boone, Tinley Boone. I don't even know hardly anybody, but something I love about Zyia, and I'm all over the place right now, but something that I love about Zyia is that we're a freaking family. So Tinley, I don't know if you know this. I was in Cabo when you were, but at that point I was so new, I didn't ever say hi to anybody. But so I've been a rep for, just call it a year and a half, since February 6th, 2019. And when I signed up, probably like a lot of you guys, you didn't know what you wanted out of this business. In fact, I didn't even think this was going to be a business for me at all. What I thought that this was going to be is a super sweet opportunity to enhance my wardrobe. And then little by little, probably like all of you guys, things just started happening. And what I found is that Zyia was and still is a little bit of a reprieve. It's a way for me to relieve myself of stress from my day job. Because I work full-time, I work at a financial institution, and my team, I lead a team of project managers, and my team leads our acquisition and technology team, along with providing support for a bunch of other areas of the bank. And so I'm super freaking busy during the day, and I have a very stressful job. And so when I get to do Zyia, and it's like my happy place. And so I'm super passionate about what I do. I like my day job, but I freaking love Zyia. Hey Mendy, hey Erica. And then I have two littles, little Rhett and Hazel, 4.5-year-old Rhett and 2.5 Hazel, and then a husband. And so I'm busy, okay? We're all busy, but are you like me and totally feel that the busiest people get the most crap done? Because it's true. So that's me. The other thing that I have done is in that year and a half, and Tinley posted this in the group, but in that year and a half, I have sold a lot of Zyia. I have sold quite a bit of Zyia, and I was actually humbled during Summit when I saw that, and I had no freaking idea, you guys. I just do my thing. I just freaking slang leggings. But when I saw that I was the only person in the company to have over $200,000 in lifetime volume, and it was done in a year and a half, I about shit myself, to be honest. I was like, oh my God. And then, of course, I started to cry. So what I'm going to do tonight is talk to you guys a little bit about sales. And just because something works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for everyone. But my hope tonight, in probably the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know how long I'm going to ramble here, but my hope is that you can take a couple of points away and maybe try something different. If your business in terms of sales, and I'm not going to talk about prospecting because I love doing that too, and I love, growing my team and stuff, but if your business in terms of sales isn't where you want it to be, you are the only person that can change that. So let's talk about some of the things that work for me. Hopefully you can take away a couple of nuggets. And so another thing, well, that doesn't really matter. I have a whole bunch of notes and stuff. So I don't do self-help. I don't do personal development. But what I say all the time is I do me, okay? So do you and do what works for you. Something that is me, or something that I do in being me, is I work my butt off. I work my absolute And that means that I get up really early in the morning and I do follow-ups. That means I stay up really late at night and I do follow-ups because, again, it's exciting and it's fun. I don't have any secrets. Really, there's nothing that I'm holding back here. I'm probably not doing necessarily anything super different than any one of you, but my key to success is right here. I do me, okay? People are going to love and follow you for being you, but you guys have to bring it. You have to bring the excitement and the energy, or people are going to go to the rep right next to you that's bringing it, okay? So, I have, geographically speaking, I have the exact same market as each and every one of you, right? We have the entire US and we have the entire Canada I'm going to keep saying to sling leggings to. But it's so much more than just like slinging leggings, right? We know that too. But okay, just about sales. So my market here in Cohasset, Minnesota is a very, very, very rural state. In fact, we learned at Summit that Minnesota is, I think, the number 3 most populated, we have a ton of Zyia reps here. In fact, in Cohasset, Minnesota, in like a 20-mile radius, we have about 30 reps, but the population of people in that 20-mile radius, population is very, very small. And so I'm here to tell you that if you are one of those reps in a very low populated area, you have to get outside of that core market of yours, or that core circle of yours. And once you break out of that market, you will see immense growth in your business. Okay. So, we're going to talk sales, but more than the next, I think 4 statements I'm going to make are more than just sales in your Zyia business. These are relevant in your entire life. Not just in Zyia. So the way I am with my Zyia business, I am in my life. I work hard, I'm honest, I'm loyal, and I'm fiercely, fiercely, fiercely excited. Okay. So now we're going to do a little bit of self-reflecting. And we're going to do self-reflecting because energy breeds sales. Authenticity breeds sales. And I have these written down, so if I keep looking over to the left, that's why. Ask yourself this, and you're probably learning this about me already. I'm very blunt and I say things how they are. And if people take offense to this, I am really sorry, and it's not intended to be that way. But let's do a little self-reflecting here. And ask yourself this: with all of the reps that a customer can choose from, would you purchase from yourself? Or would you purchase from the excited person next to you that's showing up into our VIP group every day, that's being excited, okay? And really think about that. Not just would you purchase from you, would you book a party with you? Are you the type of rep that someone would want to have a party with? Are you pouring enough energy into that party? Are you putting enough time into that party? Are you following up with customers as much as you should be? Are you this? Are you that? Okay. So now that you've thought about that, let's get into sales. Okay. So I have 5 different things that I'm going to talk about tonight. So get a piece of paper and a pen if you don't already have one in front of you. The number one biggest thing, in my opinion, that you can do for sales is be consistently you and be present. Posting and praying does not work. How many of you have, maybe been in another rep who seems to have her crap together and seems to be doing well, have copied her post, copied her pictures, and posted it in your group and hoped that you got the response that he or she in the group next to you got? Maybe. Okay, maybe. It's not going to work. Be you. Cater your post to your market. Make the posts relevant to what's happening in your VIP group's life. Okay. So, here's what you can do. So, did you know that, it's statistically proven that Facebook Lives are seen in groups like 35% more than a regular post? So go live. If you are not going live in your groups, you guys need to be going live, and not just like once a week, in my opinion. You guys should be going live often. And it doesn't necessarily mean, just being super salesy. Talk to your group. Just go live and just have conversations with them. Ask them how things are going. Ask them about this. Ask them about that. Maybe talk to them about, I don't freaking know, like the weather's changing. Talk about the weather, but be present in your group, okay? Talk about, whatever. Your kids, the people in your group probably know and love you, your kids. They probably know your dog, and just be relatable, okay? Number 2, get out of your core circle. You need to constantly be reaching and growing that circle. So we're going to talk about that for a bit, because it is my number one biggest piece. It's a really big darn deal, because if you have a very small VIP group and you're not constantly extending outside of your core, that market's going to dry up, and you're not going to have sales like coming into you're not going to sell every single day. And so one of the biggest ways to do that is have parties. And this live and this presentation, it's not a training because I don't train, but this live isn't about doing parties. This live is about sales. However, sales come from parties. And so a big way to continue to grow your circle or expand your circle is by having parties. But you guys need to capitalize on that party market, okay? I do 3 parties a week, Hey Don, I do 3 parties a week, all in one party. So I think you guys have had a training or had someone come into the girl gang, the Zyia girl gang, and talked about multi-hostess parties. If you've not, someone needs to come and talk about those. But I do 3 parties a week, every single week, and I have always done 3 parties a week. I've not always done 3 parties in the same group every single week, but I do 3 parties a week. And I try very, very hard to continue to grow my VIP group out of those parties. And so how can you organically grow that VIP group within your parties? You might want to know. And so some of the things that I do to keep that funnel filled within my VIP group with continued growth and continued sales is in my parties. Whenever somebody purchases, I always invite them into my VIP group within my party post for the thank you. And so I'll say something like, I do party order, and it's really bold. It's always the same thing. I'm very consistent and repeatable in what I do, but party order, this shirt is so freaking cute. Thank you so much for your order, Jessica. You earned 2 entries into my monthly VIP drawing and help your hostess, Tinley, earn some amazing rewards. Be sure to join my VIP group here, and then I link my VIP page there by doing the little and sign, and then the name of my group. And then I put it in for the drawing. And then I tag them in that picture. And it is very rare that somebody that makes the purchase in a party does not jump over my VIP group. Because who doesn't like to win free stuff, right? So they're happy. I'm happy. My group is continuing to grow. And I'm going to have that customer hopefully as a repeat customer. Another thing that I do to invite people into my VIP group, if you're not already doing this, capitalizing in your parties, is rather than waiting to the end of the party to when you're like maybe finishing up the party and inviting people into your group, is one of the first posts that you guys should do is some big, massive extra points into the drawing that you're doing in your party. So I have pre-party posts that I do in my party. I'm sure all of you guys too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we can talk more about that, or shoot me a message or something. But invite people to join your VIP group as one of your very first posts while you still have a very, very engaged audience. And so I will make a VIP post specifically, and I'll say, like, one of the first or second posts when I have everyone added into the group, or my hostesses have everyone added into the group, is like, join my VIP group to get 20 extra entries into the drawing that I'll be doing later on in the week. And like, heck yeah, everyone's going to jump on that right away because they're seeing the posts still, right? If they didn't turn their notifications on, they're probably still going to get some of the initial notifications, and they're going to jump in, okay? I am inviting people in my VIP group nonstop. I don't just do it at the beginning. I don't just do it during thank yous, and I don't just do it at the end. And at the end isn't even the last time that I post. But the last thing that I'm going to talk about in parties and inviting people into your VIP page is this. If you guys aren't doing a post-party post in your parties, you need to. And so I do middle of the week following or later so Wednesday or Thursday of the week after the party, I do a post-party post in my parties. And that post is a post saying like, by now you guys have all probably received your Zyia in the mail, and I'm sure that you're loving it as much as I do. If you have issues with your items, let me know. But invite them back into your VIP page, and I invite them to post a review in my VIP page, and I tell them that if they purchase in this party and do a review in my VIP page, they'll get $5 off their next order. That $5 is nothing to me because it not only helps them be engaged in my VIP page, but it also helps my huge VIP page see more than just me. It's helping my people in my VIP page see what Zyia looks like on other people, because I asked them to post a picture and a review, and that's how they get the $5 off then. And so people don't just want to see me, right? I'm not everybody's body shape. I'm not whatever. So seeing other people really, really, really helps. So that's that. The other thing you need to do, and I do this big and bold all the time, you need to be the follow-up queen, okay? Create some sort of system for yourself that works for follow-ups for you. What I do isn't necessarily going to work for you, and I'll be honest, I don't have a system that is any sort of secret. Honestly, what I do is I go back to my email, I scroll a week through, or whatever the last time frame I look, but I scroll back and I find my shipping notifications and I shoot them a message as soon as I show that it's delivered. And I ask them how their Zyia works. If it doesn't work, we work through an exchange process. But it is your job as a rep to be giving amazing customer service. And people are going to know and love that from you, and they were going to come back. So follow up with them, figure out how their Zyia works, and ask every to host a party, because your party is your money market, okay? Without a full calendar, your sales aren't going to grow. And if you don't ask, you don't get. I actually have that written a couple of places. So that's one quote. I feel like, whatever. Don't ask, don't get. Not just with Zyia, but life. Don't ask, don't freaking get. If you're not going to ask for the sale or recommend something, you're not going to get it. If you don't ask for the party, you're not going to get it. If you don't ask somebody to be a rep, you're not going to get it. The person next to you that's asking is going to get it, okay? The other thing as it relates to follow-ups, and I pulled an Excel file up so I could show you this. If you guys are not creating a notification list from not only, hi Riley, if you guys are not creating a notification list for everything that customers want in your VIP page that are out of stock, but also in your parties, you need to be. Okay, and so what that looks like for me, and I'm very, very diligent because this goes back to customer service, and you will knock your customers' socks off if you take note of this next thing. In my parties, what I really, really like to do, seriously, people are like, are you kidding me? Like, how did you remember that? I'm like, if someone comments on something that's out of stock, or not even just out of stock, if someone's like, oh, I think that is so cute, doesn't ask to be on a notification list, I write that down. If someone says something is cute and they can't get it, when it comes back, I notify them even. So even if they don't ask to be put on my notification list, even if they don't tell me they really want this to be restocked, people's names down for things that we don't have anymore. Like, for example, the midnight camel leggings. If someone has seen a picture of those somewhere and wants them, write that shit down. Write their name down, okay? Because you are going to sell them on those leggings as soon as they come back. The striped boyfriend hoodie from last year that we had. I have people on my list that still want that. The cardigans from last year, the gray and the dark gray cardigans. People see me wearing those all the time. I have it written down. So I'm going to show you this because my list is constantly changing. But I just use Excel. I have the name of the product here, okay? I have the size if they tell me what it is, and then I have the name of the customer. Sometimes people want me to order for them, other times they don't. But write their stuff down. I can't tell you how many times customers are like, are you kidding me? Like, how did you remember that? And I'm like, I wrote it down. Anyway, okay, enough about that. I don't mean, whatever. I think you get the point here. Okay, so let me go back to my document here and talk. So don't ask, don't get. I talked about, well, you guys are sitting back being scared to go live. have a party. And that's okay. It's natural, right? I get it that not everybody is as freaking outgoing as I am, but while you're sitting back, trying to have the perfect time, trying to have the perfect thing to talk about, trying to figure out the best way to present something rather than just being authentically you and presenting it how you want in your head, someone else is going to get it next to you. Okay. So just do, okay. Whatever it is, just do and be consistent. Okay. There's two, you guys probably get this by now, but there's really two sources of sales in my business. There's not really. There are two sources of sales in my business. My VIP group. I have a bomb-ass VIP group, and my customers are second to none in there. I don't know why, but they're awesome. And then so keep that party or keep your calendar full. Always be asking for parties. Always be filling that calendar. And we'll go back to the top at the top of the hour. I'm like talking like I'm at work right now. But go back to the top of the training or live that I did and ask yourself again, would you party with you? Would you purchase with you? And if not, you are the only person that can make that change. So your energy will create sales. Your authenticity will create sales, and people will come back for more. So guys, that's what I have tonight. Truly, there's no secret at all in what I do. I just do me, and you should just do you. Don't steal people's posts. Put time into your business. Certainly ask for help if you guys need help. If anyone has questions for me, I'm an open book. I'll respond to your messages. But that's what I have tonight. If people have questions, drop them in the comments below. Tinley, Mendy, Riley, whoever reached out to me, thanks for reaching out. I'm seriously humbled. I hope that you guys have a good night and took a couple of nuggets away. What are the top 5? Or 5. Go live. Get out of your core circle. Be the follow-up queen. Don't ask, don't get. And customer service sells. 5. Those are 5. Okay? I have notes too. I can send them if you want, but it's kind of chicken scratch. Someone can decide if you want me to send the notes over. I'd be happy to, but truly it's chicken scratch. So talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.